Welcome everyone. This is beta testing for Football Tactics and Glory World Beta by Creoteam, which is due to be released within the next 3 months. This is part 20 of this campaign. So we've played all our matches for the end of this, up to the end of the first half of the season. We're going to enter the winter break soon. Now in the last video, I tried to schedule a match to watch the Club World Cup, but the game crashed and did not allow me to see it. I've alerted the devs, and hopefully they'll be able to fix that. So if we go to the calendar, I originally picked the Club World Cup final and I scheduled it. So I'm not going to schedule that anymore, and hopefully I should still be able to continue playing. So before I move on any further, there's a message here just telling me that we're going to play Gorilla City in the next round. That actually changed from the last video after the crash, but that's fine, it doesn't matter. So now we've got we've got the national team's final round. We are not involved in that. None of our players are involved in that. So that will play out, and then we will get to finish the season. But before we do that, we're going to make a choice for our academy. Now, often I don't make any choices because as a player, as a manager, you get less good players as the AI does. It's one of the few advantages the AI actually gets in the game, but it's quite a significant one. Their players from the academy are much higher level than the ones you will get from the academy as a manager. So I often don't go through this stage, but it doesn't mean that it's not worth doing though. And especially as this particular club has got everything leveled up, so they're going to get as good as you can get. Now, got a few choices here. I'm not. I could get a reserve goalkeeper, but I don't feel that's a priority, so I'll leave that. I'm happy with the defenders we have. I don't necessarily think we're going to get anything better than we have, so that's fine. Now, the one that does interest me in midfielders is defending midfielder, because I can hardly find any in the game. They do exist, but there's not many, so I'm very tempted to select this. Forwards, you might get a good forward. I would really love to get a centre forward with level 3 head play, but there's no guarantee I would get that from here. In fact, it's very unlikely I would get that from here, even if I picked a centre forward. And then the last one is one of the best options, the best general options, is to pick from 1 or 2 footballers. You pick the best, and that is probably in most cases, this is the best option, to be honest, unless you're looking for a specific type of player, in which case this is. In this case, I'm going to go for the defending midfielder for 191 glory. So we should get a defending midfielder from the academy at the beginning of next season. So that's that choice made. Let's roll on. So they have now played the games, the last national team games for the Galaxia Championship group phases, and that's the results here. So we can now go and look at the tables to see how that's worked out. So in the table here, you can see that we're in good position. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Sorry, it's this one. It's Sector Championship. So this is the national teams, and as you can see, we're in a very good position. We're 6 points clear of second place, 8 points clear of third place. It'd be very difficult for us not to qualify. We'd have to try not to qualify, really, because the next couple of games we could qualify with 2 or 3 games remaining, possibly. Not sure, but we're doing very well, and in fact we're doing better. We're doing better than any other team in this competition so far, so that's good. So the qualification's looking good for the Galaxia Championship, which is the equivalent of the Euros in the default game, so that's fine. And then I don't think there's anything else to do. So I think we're just going to go right into the winter break, and then we'll play one match, and then we'll end the video here. So let's just roll on. Shouldn't take too long because there's not really many matches to play. So going into the next half of the season, we should get our defending midfielder. We will have a quick look at the transfers. Now we've only got just under 16 million. That is not a huge amount. It could get some decent players, but it's not a huge amount for at this level. The very good players can be 50 million, even 100 million. So we're probably not likely to get anybody who's spectacularly good for that, but we'll see. We'll see what there is. So here we have it. We have the first messages. So Buke has finished the head play skill. So we'll have to see if anybody can learn anything else. Tsumi Kai has returned. He was with Belladar, and he's gone up to level 92 from 90, and he's gone up specialization level 2. So if you remember, we upgraded him to a universal defender. So he's back in our squad now, and will be a good addition, I think. We've got our level 4 DM. We'll have a look at him, Vasita. He looks okay, so he might get a few games, and then contracts will expire soon. We have to watch that too. So we can't spend all our money because some of these guys might just decide to leave the club if we're not careful. If we look at contracts, yeah, they have to be extended. If I either sell them or extend them before then, and I'm probably likely to keep them, but we'll see how that goes. Training, Bouquet. We will let him learn level 2 of head play, and so we can look at our new players. This Tsumi Kai, he looks really good actually. He's got passing of 119, defensive of 99, so he would actually be really good within the midfield, never mind as a defender, and you could put him as a blocking midfielder or even as in the defensive midfield. So that actually worked out very well, sending him to Bellador. I wasn't confident he'd get many games, but he did in the end, so it worked out. And then here's Vasita, and interestingly, not only is Vasita a DM, he's also an LD. This is great. So he's actually got two positions. He's a left defender as well. And one thing I am missing is a left defender. So I've actually got a left defender out of this, and he's got a typical skill of intercept, which is a usual DM skill. That's great. That's good. So he's not bad, and in fact, I'm tempted to actually use him more as a left midfielder than a DM. We'll see, but he can be used as both. So that's actually quite a good. That's quite a good addition to the squad actually from the academy. I've never seen that before. Having someone from the academy with two specialized positions. So that's very interesting. It's good. It'll be snowing. We're playing Urnasur, who are one of the bottom teams in the league. Let's look at the transfer, see if there's anybody obvious who takes our fancy. I'm really looking at the skills here. We do have a couple of players with head play, so well, he's got level 3 head play, which is quite good. He definitely has layoff pass, which is always useful. So he's not bad, but his defense isn't that great compared to some of the other players I have. He's not bad. He's level 3, but again, I actually prefer to go for players that are level 4 or above if I can, and he's not better than what I've got, so I'll leave that just now. and I'll just play the first game of the next half of the season, and then I'll stop the video. So let's get our team sorted out. They're vulnerable to cannon shot and to rainbow feint. Actually, the other thing I would like is long pass. So if anybody here had long pass, I'd be tempted to do it. And the only person again is the goalkeeper who's got long pass. That's not so much useful to me. So again, I think what I'll do, and I should have done this before, is I'll go in to the international transfer lists, and I'll send some scouts. So this time I'm going to try. Now you'll notice that although I've changed the names of I call them sectors or continents, it hasn't done it here. So maybe that's something the devs should look at. So we can send it to one of these. Why not? Let's just send it to. I suppose before I should do that, I should look to see how well these. They're doing some megacores at the top here. University, Spain and Germany are at the top, and Saint-Tro is at the top, and military. So I really want, if I'm going to send it to the top, there be megacore, Spanish universities, and Saint-Tro. So that's what I'll do. So international. So America will send to megacore. That's actually the Marshall sector. Asia is actually university sector. It was sent to Spain. And Africa. No, this is the Marshall sector. The other one, the first one was actually the corporate sector. So this is a Marshall, and we'll send it to Central. And then we'll I know in this Europe and America are weaker, so are more likely to get better players. So let's have a look at Asia and America are stronger than Africa. Africa's the no, sorry, Asia's the universities. They're the weakest, and then the ones representing America and Africa are medium, and then Europe is high. So that's where Europe is where I get the best players from. So let's try this again. I didn't really get much out of the other one, so let's try Simland again because we might get somebody with long pass, since everybody has long pass from Simland. Let's try Moderna. Let's try Worded Men. And let's try Wakanda. We've got one left and I'll leave that in reserve. So we'll get that in a few days. And then let's try and play this game. So as I was saying, he's vulnerable to cannon shot and to rainbow feint. So it's a good one for Nefando to be involved in. Clefane's still our only player with long pass, outfield player with long pass anyway, so he's going to go here. He's going to come back into defence. They do have rainbow feint here, so he's a good one to have on the side here. So Vasita, he's our new DM, but he's not necessarily the best one to put in that position. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put Sumikai, because he's got very good passing, so I'll put him in this position. He's actually got very good defence as well. Clefane goes here. Because he's got rainbow feint there, I think I'll give Vasita a game, but as an LD, not as a DM that I actually I actually recruited him for, and then we'll bring him into. We'll bring. I'm looking for. Oh yes, I'm looking for Farda. That's who I want there, and then I think we'll put Astiel here in the left forward position, and I think we'll leave it there. Yes, because crossing wouldn't be any good, and we don't. Well, the only person who can really stand crosses is Mage. The only one who, no, not Mage. Albertine's the only one who can really head crosses in. So, and I don't really want to take him out of defence initially. So that's our setup for this half. We've got lots of choice now. We'll leave Super in just in case, and we'll take Gladia as a substitute. Askrom's a good substitute. Iris is almost going to level up, and I think we'll leave. I think everybody else is fine. There's nobody here that I'm desperate to have in the team, so we will just quickly play this game and see how it goes. Hopefully, we'll get a win in the first game of the new half of the season. Sumikai comes out. He manages to. The thing about him having see, his defence is actually a lot better than it looked in the stats, and his passing as well. The thing is, because he's got so good passing and defence, his control's not that good, but he's got a good chance of getting the ball to Astiel, which he does. That's okay, I don't mind him taking the ball because it's going to be easier for him to break in if he manages to get into that position. He's moving away over here, I'm not sure why he did that. So he's going to move down here, and then I'm going to try and tackle actually, it doesn't work. And Nafando's just going to go right in here. Is he going to try? He's going to try it. It doesn't work though. So we got long pass, which is good. That might work. I think we'll try it. It does work. That's good. So what I'm going to do is, who's the best one to go past? He's an RD, so we don't really want to go this side because the RD could disrupt him. So we'll move the Fando into here and see if we can get the ball past him. It's not a very good chance, but I'll try it anyway. And he works. Get the ball past him. And the Fando can then just shoot Rainbow Feint, and he scores. So that was a bit lucky for us there. But we scored the first goal. Diosa Oscura. But Sumikai does his job. Manages to get the ball, but of course he's not got very good control. So he loses it. Now he's motivated, so we can't use. Normally I would use slide tackle on him, but he's motivated, so I can't. He's just going to try a tackle. That works fine, and he's not got very good control. No, it doesn't matter actually, because we've only got one action left, so he'll do that, and then I'll do a lofted pass just to get some more SP. By doing the lofted pass, I got 1 for failing instead of, no, 2 for failing instead of 1 if I just done a normal pass. So that's done. He's a bit tired. So what I might actually do here I'm going to put my defensive midfielder in, just to let him run in the position he was brought in for, and we'll put someone else on the pitch. Let's put Askrom on the pitch, like that. And we'll put Clefane here. Actually, we'll put Clefane where he was before, so that's fine. So we're just going to try and break anything. I don't think there's any point in doing anything else. So he's just going to try and pass right through him. He succeeds. Still runs to the corner where he can now break in. Manages to ride that tackle, and he gets a penalty. I think I'll just try this one, and he will score 2-0 up. And in fact, what I'm going to do, we're winning 2-0, so I'm going to put Verdmager in because I want to try and level him up. So he's to be leveled up, and actually Dieris is to be leveled up. So, although better watch here because there's a chance he could score, but he doesn't. So he's got quite a good control actually. So it's going to be difficult to get the ball off him. Let's see if Mage can. No, let's try Albertine. He succeeds, that's good. And then he can just pass it out to Askrom. Now before I do that, I'm actually going to take Clefane off and put Dieris on, because Dieris again, he can level up, hopefully, if he gets the ball. And actually he's just going to control in space. He's got slide tackle, so he's got a chance of doing something. But he fails. But he can try again. And he fails again. So he managed to fail 2 level 3, although he's quite tired and his rolls would have been low anyway. But now Askrom on the ball, you could try and go down, you could do that. So I think he'll just go down here, then he's going to pass to Nefando, and then could he shoot? And he's actually got very good control, so I'm tempted to actually try a rainbow feint. So he's got 75 and he's got 7, he's got 8, he's got 127 defense, he's only got 60. So he's only got 60 defense. So if I rainbow feint into here, and he's only got 43 defense, there's a good chance he'll ride out the tackle if he succeeds. So he's gone into here, he rides out this tackle, that's successful, and he rides out this one. So now both these guys, now he's unfortunately, he's unfortunately motivated, so I cannot rainbow feint him now, unfortunately. But what I can do is I can rainbow feint over here. It doesn't succeed, but if I had, the idea would be to rainbow feint over here and then have a straight shot without somebody in front of me. It didn't work though. So they got another chance to attack, and this is where he tries to rainbow feint. They're having a really bad day with trying to rainbow feint, but he is tired. So pass to Clefane. He's just going to long pass right to Nefando, and he's got a good chance of scoring. So I'll just try position shot, and he scores. And there's only 3 actions remaining, so we're going to win this game. I've made my substitutes. I'm quite happy with that. So and there's the subs coming on. Don't think they'll do much. put him over here. I don't think they'll do very much because there's no time in the game really. They'll probably not even get the ball, it's unlikely. Although Vasita manages to intercept using his DM skill, so it's good for him. And then he'll get some more DM experience by getting tackled. So, good start to the second half of the season with a 3-0 win. And there we go. Vestita levels up. I guess actually leveled up 2 levels here for this one. So he did well. And Nefando gets man of the match. And he's almost leveling up. He only needs 3 points now to level up as well. So that's good. There's quite a few who are very, very close now. There's him, and him. So a few people will be leveling up at the next few matches, hopefully. Little bit of money, some glory, 3-0. This time we get 3 players and team of the round. Sumi Kai had 3 tackles after coming back from his loan period. Clefane gets 2 assists. His long passes being very, very useful. And Nefando scores a hat-trick on his return after injury. So that's good for him. Just shows how well we did. Missing one of our best strikers, we still managed to stay top of the league. And there we go. We're 5 points clear. Bellador must have won. So, but we're doing well. We're moving forward, and then we'll just roll on to the next game. And we're already playing Gorilla City from Wakanda. But we'll leave that to the next video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.